And we're back here. This is segment 2 of the Few Show. If you missed the other 2 segments, if you missed the first segment, go click up, scroll up, watch the first segment, and then watch now this segment. And share with your friends. Comment. I will be reading out loud any comments. Now the man himself. Here he is, Captain Bogey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to segment number 2 of the Few Show. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, my special guest tonight. Here we have Jorge Alonso. How's it going, brother? All right.
Good, man. You're tied up. I don't know what you did with these ninjas, but where the hell do you hire these guys?
I apologize, but we always do that to all our guests. Usually we bring them in studio, but when we can, we send them to where our guests are just to make sure that they're going to be there and they're not going to, leave the show and leave us hanging. So I hope you're okay, but they're good guys. They're good guys. It's good intentions. It's good intentions. All right.
I can't move.
All right. Hey, as long as we can see you and hear you, there's not a problem. So this segment is called the F5 match, which is going to be Captain Bogey versus Jorge Alonso. What I'm going to be doing is, and you're asking yourself, what is an F5 match? The F5 match is the Few Fast 5 Fanatic Face Off. Yeah. I'm going to be asking 5 questions, and Jorge Alonso needs to answer all these questions. So we're going to see at the very end who wins this by the studio audience and the applause. So let's go ahead and start this off. We're going to go head to head. So presenting in my corner, Captain Bogey at 6 feet tall, weighing in at a very fit weight. Hailing from NYC, Miami. Wrestling promotions, The Few Show. Captain Bogey's catchphrase is, if you're not here, you're nowhere. All right. And today, I will be facing Jorge Alonso, a.k.a. Stephen Cage. I like that name, man. I like that name. Height and weight, 5'8", about 210. Catchphrase, hashtag we rise. Now, he is host of a few shows, Reality Check Radio, Wrestle City Radio, co-host on The Roman Show, and I did a little bit of extra digging and found that he also did Caged Heat Radio, right?
Oh, memories.
Sounded like a long time ago. Now I'm going to go ahead and present an alter ego that he had, and this one is El Electrico. This was on the wrestling days. So, height and weight of Electrico, 5'8", at a very sexy 210 pounds.
Sexy.
Hailing from Happy Land, USA. El Electrico. I wonder where I need to go to Happy Land. He was trained by Rusty Brooks.
Yeah, Rusty.
Now, the resume of promotions of El Electrico is CWE, ICW, UnoPro, NAW, and TWE, located in Mississippi. How did El Electrico end up in Mississippi? We're going to be asking that question a little later on. Nicknames that El Electrico has is the Rainbow Warrior. His catchphrase, Hola Papi. Signature moves, the Happy Series, which is a running knee to the face, and also has another move, the 69 Bomb. I'm not even going to ask how that one looks.
69.
Yeah.
69.
His finishing move is Over the Rainbow, with a disclaimer saying, because the real name he cannot say, because this is a PG show. The theme song of El Electrico is Purple Rain.
Purple
okay, maybe
Rain.
I can't sing it, but Purple Rain by Prince. The number of matches that El Electrico has had, about 20 plus matches, and some other ones have been some run-ins, some comedy entries. So we're wondering if maybe El Electrico might be making a special appearance at SPW one of these days. So we will be asking that question.
You gotta give us a no.
Saying a no. All right, so Jorge Alonso, here comes the F5 questions.
F5.
Question 1. What are your first memories of watching wrestling? Share with us.
My first memories actually was WrestleMania when, and funny story, this is actually almost the second event I've ever started watching as a kid.
Oh, nice.
Growing up, because like I grew so attached to watching Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
And
didn't we all?
basically, Hulk Hogan, just like many other people, was the reason they tuned in to pro wrestling.
Of
You know,
course.
he was that grabber, that entertainer.
Oh, yeah.
But basically, the one thing I would never forget is watching WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. And mind you, I always would cheer. I always would get up, pretend to be I was Hogan, you know, rip the shirt in front of my TV.
Oh.
Even call my mom and be like, Mom, look, I'm doing the Hulk Hogan. But I would never forget watching Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, with Ultimate Warrior beating him and me crying so loud that my parents had to turn off the TV and say no more wrestling.
It was
When
real.
Then I ended.
Of course you had to cry, man. I was crying too.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, that's my one memory of pro wrestling. The fact that I cried so hard that my parents had to say no more wrestling for you.
Because wrestling is real.
Yeah.
Believe it. All right. Question number 2. What motivated you to become a wrestler? You know, because that's not something that everybody just wakes up in the morning and chooses. I mean, you know, there has to be a lot of thought behind that.
You know, obviously during the beginning times, obviously you're a fan, you're watching it, you're enjoying it. But while the years go by, you start to learn a little bit more. You start to get that adult mentality, and you start to say, hey, these are not just characters you're watching, these are someone's heroes, someone's role model. And basically that's what they are still today. You know,
Yes.
till this very day, there's someone's hero, there's someone's role model, there's someone's inspiration.
True.
And basically, with Hogan being that inspiration for many kids, with the eat your prayers, say your vitamins, say your prayers, with Ultimate Warrior, with, you know, even the Roman Reigns of today,
Sure.
everyone always saying stand up for what you believe in. And I wanted to be that big. Be who you are. Be who you are. Don't be afraid of who you are. Don't go out there and don't be afraid to have fun.
Nice.
You know, and that was one of those things that I meant as El Electrico, because a lot of people tend to have that camera shy per se.
Sure.
Like they want to be they're camera shy, or they're shy to speak in front of a crowd. Hey, I'm terrified. As a matter of fact, to this day, when I did the first Sweetwater show in December, I was terrified to be in that ring.
Wow.
But El Electrico helped me break that wall, and that's why I wanted to be a wrestler, because I wanted to show these people, hey, you might be shy, you might be afraid, but you're not alone. If I can do it, so can you.
Nice. With a message. I like that. All right. Question number 3. So how did you come up with El Electrico? With so many different ideas out there, El Electrico, you know, definitely a unique personality. How did you come up with him?
Well, funny story to that. With El Electrico, just like the Hardy Boys, started in the backyard.
Okay. Cool.
And basically, you know, when it came to El Electrico, a good friend of mine named Silvio Morales, he used to also be a wrestler down here, known as Colt, K-O-L-T. One day he said, George, the Stephen Cage gimmick is a little too generic. Let's try to make you a little bit more entertaining.
Okay.
So I said, okay, what do you mean by entertaining? And he's like, why don't you be the first ever gay wrestler? I'm like, excuse me?
Okay.
So, you know, little on in the conversation, it became apparent that, hey, I was growing into this character, but I told him on one catch, because folk used to love sharing these videos online and all that stuff. I told him I only have one catch. Don't show my face, because the last thing I need is for me to ever lose a girlfriend because they think I'm gay.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Could you hold on one moment right now? Oh, we're good?
Double check.
Okay, we're still good. Sorry about that. We thought we had lost the connection. So okay, so you said under that one condition. All right, so that condition was met, and you just had a great time with El Electrico.
Correct. And then basically it just blossomed from there, and a lot of credit goes to George Portuondo, the promoter of ICW. Much credit goes to him, because if it wasn't for him, El Electrico wouldn't even be around to this day.
Okay. Cool. So now, question number 4. What is the most memorable experience that you'd had as El Electrico? So from all the matches, all the run-ins, any comedy skits, anything like that, what was the most memorable for El Electrico?
Creating the Rainbow Express with the Garbage Man and Macho Mark.
Oh, nice.
By far.
Okay.
One of my most funnest experience ever. I wish that team, that 3-way team, went on to do bigger things, but I believe Macho Mark retired, and Garbage Man went on to a pile of garbage and never came back. I guess but basically, Garbage Man, myself, and Macho Mark by far was my most fun, most learning, most thankful experience, and again, all that goes to thanks to George Portuondo.
Sorry about that. Hold on one moment. I'm getting word here from Lou. How's it looking there?
We gotta go back to question 4 again. Good.
Okay. So question 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Now?
We'll take a break now. Hold on. I'm gonna pause. Say something on the camera. We're gonna pause for a second.
All right, test. All right, guys. So we're gonna come back to the continue the segment number 2.
Hold on. Double check on one. Sorry for that.
Sorry about that, man. We're having a little technical.
On camera too. Question 4 again.
Question 4.
4 again. Over.
All right.
For those that missed it.
Okay. Starting over. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and, if you don't mind, cover question 4 one more time, since we're back on track. So, what is your most memorable experience you had as El Electrico, from all the run-ins and any comedy skits? What do you feel is the most memorable?
Okay, by far, I have to say the time I teamed up with Macho Mark and Garbage Man to create the Rainbow Express.
Stable, wow.
That to me, that was the most fun, most creative, most biggest opportunity I ever received in my entire life.
Nice.
And to be honest with you, I'm very thankful that I got to learn from veterans like Macho Mark, and that I got to learn from Garbage Man. But again, all this goes back to thanking George Portuondo, the promoter for ICW, for creating these great ideas and giving me that opportunity. So if it wasn't for George, I wouldn't be here. So again, I'm pretty sure he's going to kill us for hearing all this, because he hates the spotlight, but it's the truth. Sorry, George, it's the truth.
All right. All right. Last question. Now, if there's one wrestler from the past or present that you can, El Electrico can have a match with, who would it be and why?
Oh, wow. If there was a guy I would love to get in the ring with, this goes like from what, Independence or like WWE
Anywhere.
And all that stuff?
Anywhere past or present.
Anywhere?
Independence, WWE.
This is going to be random.
Okay.
The classic fans that know who I'm talking about, I want to say Kiwi from WCW.
Oh.
I don't know if you...
No, I don't recall him.
Yeah, if you guys look him up, just Google Kiwi WCW.
Okay.
He was very flamboyant. He was very El Electrico, per se.
Okay.
And he used to come out with Charmel, as a matter of fact. And basically, I feel like if El Electrico ever got in the ring with Kiwi, what would the fans expect from a match like that?
Sparks everywhere. It would probably be the most flamboyant match ever recorded in history, right?
Probably. Probably.
All right. So now we're going to go ahead and find out who won this F5 match between Jorge and myself. Now, we're going to go ahead and get the studio audience. And simply, I'm just going to place my hand on top of either myself and then to Jorge. And we're going to see who gets the loudest pop. All right. You ready, Jorge? Here we go. All right.
Yeah!
Wow. All right, Jorge. Looks like you took this one, man. Man, I'm 19 and 0 and 19. I cannot win any of this damn freaking F5 matches, man.
You're worse than Kurt Hawkins, man. You're worse than Kurt Hawkins.
Well, good job, and listen, that question 1 and 2 definitely brought me back to my Hulk Hogan days also, man, when I was trying to rip my shirt, but I couldn't, man, because it was too tough. All right. Okay, so
before we continue on, we have a Black Mask making some threats on our chat while we have this conversation to Captain Bogey. But we'll get to you later. Right now, we're focusing here with Jorge Alonso and what's going on with his organization.
I don't know if you know the Black Mask, but he's a manager with very evil intentions, and he's making a few comments that we definitely have to check out and try to address before the end of the show. All right, guys, so this is the end of segment 2.
Well, Black Mask.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, as a matter of fact, I deal with Black Mask. He debuted in December. He caused a mess in my tag team match. And basically now I'm sending a warrior and an MMA fighter to end the Black Mask Syndicate come March 24th.
Oh, yeah. You heard that, Black Mask? Your syndicate is... So you better watch out, because Sweetwater is going to be very sour in your mouth. All right, so again, we're ending this segment number 2 here of the FEW show. So if you guys want to pause,
we'll continue.
Okay, so we're continuing. So we're going to start off our segment 3. Now, segment 3 is we're going to get to know Jorge Alonso and Sweetwater Pro Wrestling a little more. So, on December 9th, you had your first event of Sweetwater Pro Wrestling.
That's correct.
So how long and how did the idea begin for this promotion? So how long ago did you start thinking about it, and how did it develop?
As a matter of fact, it was only like I want to say maybe a 5-6 months venture.
Wow.
Because first, I'm not even going to put down names. I'm not going to throw out names. I'm not going to blame anyone. I'm just going to tell you what happened.
Of course.
The city of Sweetwater basically reached out to a couple of organizations. I don't know what happened between A and B, because it stays between A and B.
Exactly.
But somewhere along those lines, yeah, things got cut.
Oh.
Why or how or anything that has to do with money or insurance or wrestlers, I have no idea.
Okay.
But basically what happened is that after, I believe it was 2 or 3 attempts, they basically one day sat me and my partner, Rodolfo Roman at the time, down and said, guys, why don't you just get us some wrestlers and we'll put on the show ourselves.
Oh,
and
wow.
We'll just call it the Sweetwater Presents, the Sweetwater Presents Wrestling Fan Fest.
Cool.
I'm like, okay, so we'll get you a couple wrestlers and we'll put them all together.
Next pictures.
And out came December 9th. Originally we had Glacier on the show, but he got snowed in, no pun intended.
Glacier.
We had the Warlord. We had the Genius. We had a bunch of great names all over Florida, all over the United States, even Europe.
Wow.
So it was a huge success on their part. And the funny story is that right after the show was over, the mayor of Miami-Dade County, he said, and I quote George, "This event was so successful, we're now making you the official promoter."
Wow.
So
Good
you're right.
job. All right. I mean that that success and responsibility is not just placed on anyone. So yeah, those 5-6 months that you put everything together, hey, it culminated to a successful December 9th event. Congratulations, man. Very happy to hear that. Now,
Thank you.
You're following that up with Extreme Justice on March 24th. Now, some of the names that you have there so far, some of them, you got Wolf Taylor, Leon Scott from The Awaken. You got the Metro Brothers. You got Tech Squad, Alex Cruz, Justin Blade, Joey Osborne, Cha-Cha Charlie, love that guy, Ray Fury, Max Stardom, all the way up. And your SPW heavyweight champion, Jesse Neal, Bestia 666, and ECW's legend, Sandman. That's a lot, and of course, many, many more SPW superstars. So that's a huge roster you have there. Now, that Sandman, talk to us about Sandman. I mean, you're bringing this to us. I mean, he's a legend.
Well, here's the thing. Sandman's very unpredictable. So, yes, I might have signed him on paper, but who knows what he's going to be up to on March 24th.
Okay.
So, he's main event. He basically, you mentioned some great names. I'm going to go ahead and run down the show, if you don't mind,
Sure.
Mr. Captain.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, the main event that night is going to have the Sandman and a mystery tag team partner going against the Metro Brothers.
Okay.
So, and they're basically going to be opening the tag team tournament for the Sweetwater Pro. Aside from that, your favorite guy, like you just mentioned, Cha-Cha Charlie, will be going up against our United States champion, Ray Fury, for the United States Championship.
Nice.
As we all know, Cha-Cha is no stranger to championship gold.
Yeah.
So maybe he walks away.
Nice.
Maybe he walks away as the champion.
Cool.
Then you have, and this is for you, Black Mask, you piece of sorry.
Oh!
He stopped. He stopped. Black Mask.
So Justin Black with the Black Mask Syndicate will be going against the Aztec Warrior, Alex Cruz.
Whoa.
Now, because I know the Black Mask Syndicate in numbers.
Yeah.
Hey, Black Mask, I have an artist, Danny, the Colombian Warrior Chavez.
Wow.
So if you dare to stick your neck into this, trust me, he's not going to be far away from knocking you out.
Nice. MMA.
Group,
MMA.
that piece of group freedom is going to be there, and I have some bones to pick with them, as, of course, Anna Diaz defends her women's title that she robbed from Sweetwater Pro and put it in the trash in December 9th, defends the title against Tesha Price with me in her corner, and she loses in any way necessary. Count out, disqualification, a pinfall, or submission. You're getting in the ring with 5 minutes with me.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay.
And then of course you got Bestia 666 here.
Oof. Looks evil.
You have a lot of matches coming into this. You have 8 total matches coming into this event, and
Nice.
all of them are main event caliber. They're going to be new faces that you've never seen before. So
Cool.
it's time
That's what we
to
need.
bring something new to Miami.
Fresh faces. Trust me, fanatics, we appreciate that.
And how can I forget?
Yeah.
How can I forget? Max Stardom will be actually getting a chance to go international when he fights England's #1 wrestler of all time, the international champion, Joey Osborne, for the international title. So,
Nice.
dream match in the making right there. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Max all the way. Max got that one for sure. Let's see. So now I noticed that you got a very special referee that's gonna be there that night, and he's very dear to our heart. Bruce, the ref of refs.
Bruce.
Yeah. Look at that. Everybody knows Bruce. So that is awesome having him. I mean, he's definitely a pillar of Miami area wrestling. And then of course, you're gonna have the 18 tournament to crown the first Sweetwater Pro tag teams, right? Now, you had a special announcement, something you were gonna share exclusively here on the Few Show, maybe. Could be.
Yeah, bro. I promised you an exclusivity when it comes to this. As we all know, I've announced some great tag teams.
Yes.
From the Sandman and his mystery partner, to the Metro Brothers, to the Lynch Mob from the Gulf. I've even announced Awaken, one of the most scariest tag teams in Florida.
We've seen them in action.
The Dirty Blondes, veterans in tag team pro wrestling. To name a few, the Tech Squad. Just showing up in TNA. Let's see, who else have I announced? There's so many great tag teams I've announced. I can't even count with them all right now. But basically, the last two tag teams
here we
that
go,
I have
guys.
to announce right here on the Few Show. One of them is one of the top tag teams, known as one of the best tag teams in the Midwest. In the beautiful Bald Besties will be coming down to Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Now, the other team, they're good friends of you guys.
Don't tell me it's Bruce Owens and referee. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
They're good friends of the Few Show. They're very familiar with the Few Show. They've been on the show a couple of times. They're everyone's favorite Latinos. The Guadalupe Brothers.
Guadalupe. Now you just spiced up the tag team division. Wow.
Yep.
Very good choice.
Yep. So,
very
guys,
huge announcement.
Yep, and I already even have the brackets all set up. It's going to be a one hell of a tag team tournament. You're going to see matches you've never seen before, like the Tech Squad will be facing the Lynch Mob. The Guadalupe Brothers will be going against, like I said, one of the #1 tag teams in the Midwest, the beautiful Bald Besties. And of course, in what's said to be one of the hardest hitting matches in tag team history, Awaken will be facing the Dirty Blondes.
Wow. Okay, that's gonna be a powerful match. We've seen Awaken do their thing. All right, guys. So this is the end of segment 3. So stay tuned. We have a few more questions that we're gonna give to Jorge, so we can know just a little bit more on what's going on. So stay tuned to the Few Show. Show me the money.